Good morning, hunters. It is your boy OG Devil Dog. Alright, the Hogamany hunt is at 47%. Check it out. Alright, as you know, I've killed a bunch of boars, but they did not contribute. Why did they not contribute, you ask? Well, before we get into that, take a moment to like and subscribe to my channel. For you new viewers, thank you for stopping by and seeing me. In the bottom right hand corner, for those of you that are on PC, is a subscribe button. Feel free to hover over that with your mouse and click subscribe. For you new viewers, go to my channel, hit subscribe that way. Thank you for viewing and watching what's going on today. Well, hunters, it's like this. Your boy OG Devil Dog messed up because I should have a whole lot more contribution than just 19. As you've seen all the hogs and boars I've killed and harvested, but there's a problem with that. Your boy was not using the proper ammo. Therefore, the boar that he was killing was not passing the harvest check. So, with that said, I'm going to teach you how to look it up real quick. Go to your codex, alright, and you scroll all the way down till you find wildlife. You come in wildlife and then you go to whatever animal you're looking for. In our case, it's wild boar. It's way down at the bottom. And keep going. Keep going. We're getting closer. There we go. We're right on. We're getting there. There you go. Wild boar. All right. Let's look at that a minute. Okay. The wild boar. He is. Let me get a better view on the screen here. If you look on the right-hand side, it's behavior, habitat, senses, social, active, and recommended equipment. We're going to stop there. Class 5 ammo. Wild boar collar or wild boar scent. Alright, now, you know what your boy was doing? Your boy was using an arrow that was outside of the recommended class. And I'm going to show you. Let's go into my handy dandy tent here. Let's look at my storage. Alright, let's go down to my ammo. Let me just close that up and go to ammo. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Your boy was using 600 grain broadhead tracer arrows. Look at the bottom. It says recommended classes 7 through 9. These wild boar are a class 5, right? So therefore, that was the wrong ammo that I was using. The correct ammo that I have corrected and lost a lot of boar because of it. Look at that. Recommended classes 2 through 7. And what does that mean for us hunters? That means if you're using this bow, or my bow, like I am, you are using a bow, you want to use your arrows that are recommended classes 2 through 7. Because the boar is a recommended class of 5. It's a class 5. So it falls within range of your 2 to 7. Alright, no problem. Now I've been passing harvest checks. Wondering why. Okay, like bronze, silver, gold. Hey, look, this is going to be a good harvest check. Didn't pass the harvest check. What in the world? I had to look. So I went online and I just typed in how to pass harvest check the hunter call of the wild. That's all I did. And you can do the same thing. Type it in your search bar and you'll see exactly what I'm seeing. But to pass the harvest check in the hunter call of the wild, you must meet 4 key criteria. Use the correct ammunition class. Hit at least 1 vital organ. Heart, lungs, liver, or spine. Keep the trophy organs intact. No head, brain shots on most animals. What that means, like those trophy animals that you're going to put up in your lodge, up on the wall, means those type of animals, no headshots. And shoot the animal 2 times or less, ensuring a clean, ethical kill for max score and mission completion. Now, here's the breakdown of how to nail each check. Number 1, correct ammo class. Alright, your boy, OG Double Dog, did not have the correct ammo class in the previous videos. And I was really messing up because I had a whole bunch of kills. I was proud of myself, and not a one of them passed the harvest check. So I had to go and do some research. So you're going to check the animal's info in your codex, like I showed you, or by aiming, and I will show you when I see another animal to aim at, for its required ammo class. And use a weapon ammo within that range. Number 2, vital organ hit. Aim for the heart, lungs, or liver, the kill zone, for quick kills. Meaning, if that animal is turning sideways in either direction, and you see the right leg, front leg, or left front leg, aim just behind it like you would in real life hunting. You want to hit the heart and lungs that way, or the liver. For spinal shots, the cervical or thoracic, aim precisely for the bone, not the vertebrae. And number 3, trophy organ integrity. What that means is no headshots. Avoid shooting the skull or brain, as this damages the trophy organ and lowers your score. So if you wanted to mount, say, a fallow deer head on your wall, okay, you don't want to take a headshot, but these boar, it's part of it. So no, you got to keep the trophy organ integrity. And number 4, less than 2 shots. Make your first shot count, track, and finish if needed, but avoid excessive shots. And here is the pro tips. Scout and stalk. For you stalker players, pay attention. Use wind direction, downwind terrain, and binoculars to get close for clean shots. Now, you expert stalkers, you already know this, but this is for the newer stalkers or the ones that are struggling to be a stalker. Alright, the next one is quick kill. Aiming for vitals also helps achieve a quick kill, reducing animal suffering and preserving harvest value. Check your icons. Hover over the harvest, check the icons on the left of the screen to see exactly what you met or missed. Now I will go over these 4 criteria a little later in the video. Okay? So, thank you for sticking it out with me. Thank you for watching this far. Keep going, because this video is not over. We got some work to do in this video. And we're going to do it together. And let's see. Okay, as you have all known, let's look at the map. Okay, this is normally my first area, okay, that I start at. And I am in Scotland. Alright, you see the round curvature of this road here? Zoom all the way out and see where we are. Alright, there is 2 areas here. We're right on the edge of one, the whole area here but there's two separate little areas. And the bottom part of it here in this road, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 feed zones and now a sleep zone for a badger. These badgers are getting irritating. But this bottom one right here is a wild boar from 0300 to 0600. Alright. My second spot I was using, across from the smiley face, it is no longer a feed zone for the wild boar. It changed to European badger. I have no clue why. And the last couple times I've been here, not a boar showed up, period, none whatsoever. And this was one of my favorite spots. I would bounce from here back over to here. Alright. So I did a little research. Alright. Went tracking around. A little map here. And I came over here. And I found one down here, okay, from 2100 to midnight. Slight problem with this map, okay, very slight problem. It's on a downhill slope. It was very hard to set up a tent, tripod stand, or a feed barrel, okay. So this would be a perfect area for you stalker hunters, because you can get up on the ridge up here and kind of aim down. Kind of out of sight, out of mind, because the boar like to, on that rocky incline, hide in all that vegetation. So that's a perfect spot for you little stalker hunters to kind of run right there. Let me show you where it's at. Alright, kind of zoom in a little bit. That's a perfect stalking spot. I did find another one. Alright, right here. It is slightly on a hill. So, I mean, you can set up at the base like I am right here in my tent and kind of aim upwards. So this is where we're going to go. We're going to try this new spot out. It is a 0300 to 0600. Let's go ahead and go to our tent. And hopefully we'll get something. The last time I was here, I did get 4 boar, just testing this area out. And we will see what happens. Alright. Let's go ahead and get our handy dandy electronic collar out. And take it over here to our tripod stand. Alright, there's my feeder. The boar I did kill came in out of the wood line right there. Close to the feeder. I'm trying to set it close to that grass because they might think a boar's in that grass. Alright, so we've got that set there. Let's test it and see which direction it's going. Get at my stand real quick. Just I want to see which direction my collar is going because I want it going a certain direction. And it's going up that way. Good deal. So if it's going that way, yep. Alright, I'm going to leave it going that direction. Because that's where these boar have been coming out at. Let's go over and check our feeder. It's had a little activity since we were here last. And and now we are going to try this new spot. Let's get her, let's turn that off, and let's put our handy dandy spray to work here. 0300 to 0600, okay? So, those of you that have watched my videos know I get into my stand a little early. And that's just like real life hunting, stand hunting. You get into your stand early and settle down and let the wildlife around you settle down. It's a good habit to initiate and good practice for you real life hunters like I used to be. I haven't hunted in years, but that's exactly what I did. I would get in my stand, my blind, or wherever I was going and get settled down early and then wait until daybreak or whatnot, giving the wildlife time to settle down. Now, in real life, you can't hunt, I think it's like 30 minutes before dawn and 30 minutes after dusk setting. So I think it's 30 minutes to an hour. I forgot. It's been so long since I've hunted. But that's okay. All right, let's go ahead and rest till 02:45. And let me take my handy dandy specs off. Let's get some spray on. I'm down to 4. I'm going to have to get some soon. And get our collar ready. And let's hurry up to our stand real quick. Run, Forrest, run. Let's turn that on. It's for wild boar. And let's get our night vision binoculars out. Alright, I did notice that the boar were coming in through that brush right there, and coming down on the back side here and coming around. And I did notice over here, let's see where I'm at, they would come right through this area here. Alright, so now it's a patient waiting game. For you stalker hunters, while we're waiting, I'm going to show you. Look at the map here. This is a perfect spot right here for you to stalk hunt at. No, wrong one. This one. Yep. This one's a perfect spot for you to stalk hunt at. You get up on this ridge right here and aim down. And right along this tree line, you've got boar that come through too. Okay? There's a little tree line right here. But get up here, and you've got the wind blowing down below you, and you can aim down into all of that. Now we wait it out. Patience is a virtue, and virtue is patience when it comes to stalking and hunting and stand hunting. Alright? Now we got a couple minutes before 0300, so let's rehash how to pass the harvest check. Okay? Number 1, the correct ammo class. Number 2, vital organ hit. Number 3, no headshots. Number 4, less than 2 shots. Alright, do y'all remember how to check your codex? We're going to give them a few minutes, and I'm going to show you again how to check your codex. Alright? Come down to your codex. Come all the way down to your wildlife. If you have questions of what class these boar are or what animals you're hunting, pick an animal. Pick any animal that you've seen so far that's gone into your codex and see what class they are. Little research will help you be a better hunter. And there's the wild boar. Recommended equipment, class 5 ammo. And I got one coming. Alright. Already. That's a deer. That's cool. But I've got something up over there. Not worried about that deer. I'm only worried about the boar. Alright. Well, he's gone now. I was going to show you how just by aiming in. You can aim in or use your binoculars. Stand hunting, just like real life, is patience. Patience, patience, patience. I don't recommend getting on your phones, playing games, showing light from your phone or whatnot, because then you're getting distracted. You're not really paying attention, and you might miss a possible harvest that you might get. Something just popped on my screen, and I've lost it. I think he's in the brush. Alright, let's bring out our manual caller. Hit it a couple times. And go back to our night vision binoculars. Good thing about this game is you can highlight the animal in the dark where you can see it. And take your shot with a bow. Especially because the bow does not have a night vision scope on it like my rifle does. Now for you stand hunters that want to try to get multiple kills, I highly recommend that you use a bow. And let me explain why. Okay? This area is clear right now, but the first time I make a shot with an arrow, it's going to turn black. It's going to turn black just like this spot right here did. Okay? It will stay black as long as you use an arrow. But the second that you use a gun, it will start turning purple, bright pink. And you do not want that because that shows that you've overhunted that area and the animals will avoid that area. So, as a stand hunter, I'm recommending using a bow. Alright, I just spotted this deer. I'm going to show you how to do the class check. If you look at this fallow deer at the top in the orange, you see that white cross. That's its health. But just below that is a number. That's a class 4. These boar will be a class 5. So that's how you check for the classes while you're aiming. There's something right there. Keeps popping up. Besides that deer that just took off. There's tracks there. Now I don't see anything. Alright, let's look at our challenge. Hunters, we are at 47% for this community challenge. The ultimate goal is to get to 100% by January 1st. If you pass all of your harvest checks on your kills, you will help contribute to it. Raising that bar up to 100%. And only we can do it together, not solo. We can't do it just by ourselves. We have to do it as a community. Contribute together. And do these hunts, find these areas, find these boar, and bring these hogs in for the Hogamany hunt. Alright. Take a drink of my soda real quick. Been trying to lose a little weight, hunters. And one of the things I've been trying to cut back on is my sodas. I love my Coca-Colas, but there's so much sugar in them. And I've been trying to allot myself one a day, and then the rest of the time drink coffee, because I'm still getting the caffeine, but no sugar. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to drink another Coke today until I get my right coffee that I want. My wife didn't get my cappuccino that I like, and this other coffee she got me, it's really bitter, and I'm not a fan of it. I'll drink it, but I'm not a fan of it. I'm gonna have to do something different to kind of get that bitterness out. I normally like my coffee black, and I have a particular brand that I like. And well, long story short, I don't like this brand. I mean, I'll drink it if I have to, if it's the last thing I got to drink. I had some last night, and I was like, ugh, come on. It wasn't what I wanted. And what I wanted was actually my cappuccino. Alright, that's a deer. Not worrying about that deer. That's good that there's other wildlife here. The good thing about using your little flashlight at night in this game is that you can see it, but the wildlife can't. And so that's kind of cool. When I first started playing this game, it was like, oh wow, man, I don't want to run around in the dark, but you got to be able to. Uh oh, we got something. Where's he at? I heard him, but it didn't show me a direction. But yeah, you can use your flashlight, and only you will see it, and not the other animals. So that is very cool, especially when you're trying to do nighttime hunting. I hear something. I keep hearing him. There he is, right there. Spot him. He's right within range. Awesome sauce. Got him with the bow. There's one. And there's one over there coming in. Sweet. Let him come in. And we've gotten one kill. Where is he at? There he is. And there's another one right there. Look at that. That one's down. It was a quiet kill. And there's another one. Oh, there's some more right there. So I'm going to get that one real quick. Yes, I'm going to spook off the other ones. But hopefully they don't go far and they come right back. They're right up here on my feet, so you see that this is a good area. I've gotten 2 kills here. There's another one right there. Let's see if I can. So they're coming over on this side right here. And they're coming from the right side. I keep hearing that one call. Alright, that's 2 kills so far that we've gotten. It is 0350. Alright. This is becoming a productive area. Alright, I'm kind of glad I found this area for us. Alright, he's within range. And let's look at something here. I've turned that area black, and that first area has gone down. So this area, as long as it stays black, I'm good. If I don't make a whole lot of sound, I'm starting to lose my scent. So let's go ahead and put. Hold on, what we got? Okay, let's go ahead and put another round of scent on, just to be hiding our scent. Alright. So we've gotten 3 kills in just a couple minutes. They're coming from this side over here, as you see. Looks like we have another one coming in. And look at that white cross and that orange line up there. Underneath it, it's a number 5 that tells you that this is a class 5. See, they're in that brush right there. He'll come out. Just have to be patient. We'll look over here where they've been calling. There he is. That's the one that's been calling me. Thought there was another one here. There he is. He's at 97 yards. He's slowly coming in. There's one right there. He's coming in. They're kind of being skeptical. I could probably get them with my rifle, but I'm not. I'm trying to farm this area. Ow. So I'm using a bow. It's up on that ridge. That's a deer. I'm leaving that alone. Only going for the boar. Because we need these boar passing harvest check for this community-wide event, Hogamany Hunt. Some of these boars stick out like a sore thumb. They're black, and you can see them. Yeah, those are staying way over there, just out of range of my bow. And I am not going to catch them with my my gun because I do not want to turn the area purple and make it an overhunted zone. Let's get our handy dandy manual caller going. The last time I was here, I got 4 boar. Let's see if we can get more than 4. 0411, I think we can do it. We just have to be patient and not rush our shots. Take carefully aimed shots. Don't rush. As you see a bunch of boar coming to the area. Got a feeder there for them. You want carefully aimed shots within range. Don't try to go get outside your range or your comfort zone. Let them come to you. Patience. Let them come to you. I could take that one with a rifle. Again, I'm not going to because I want to keep the area perfect. Look, there's one right there. Put my red dot on it. He's moving. I think I wounded him. I'll have to track him. Yep, I'm going to have to track that one. I didn't get a clear shot on him. That's okay. I'll go find him. My aim was off just a little bit. Yep, he went down. See how the black spot moved? He went down, so I will be able to find him. I'll just have to go track him. Not a problem. Here's my handy dandy tent. And see how where they're coming at? They're coming along that left side right there. So I didn't miss that boar. It looks like I did clip him, and that's the black area, the black spot here moved. So I think that's where he went down at. So I will go find him later. So looking like we've got 4 kills in this area, and it is only 0424. We still have an hour and a half game time, which is roughly, I don't know, probably another 10 minutes maybe of real life time. Maybe a little longer. So stick it out with me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me and watching the video and what's going on. If you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. Because of you viewers is the reason that my channel is growing. You subscribers, you're making these videos worthwhile. I enjoy making the videos, and they took off. I enjoy making these videos for you. Now, I am trying to monetize my channel eventually, and so I need a bunch more subscribers, a bunch more view hours, and I need your help doing it. If you would like to make donations to my channel in the meantime, between time, until I get monetized, if you look in the description to the video, there is my Cash App link. Feel free to give OG Devil Dog a Christmas present and send him a donation. And I will use them donations to help open up other maps. Look at that, I've got a couple more coming in. And I will use that donations to open other maps that we can hunt at and me do other videos for you. Now, if you look at my main channel page, on YouTube, you can go to my profile, my main page, you can hit subscribe that way, and you can also donate that way. For those of you that are in PC, in the bottom right hand corner, there's what's called a watermark, a little white square. It says subscribe. If you hover over that, you can quickly subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all the likes and the views and the subscribes. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you're helping me grow my channel. Now, I got asked this the other day, okay? If you subscribe to a content creator's channel, do you have to pay anything? Okay? The answer to that is no, you do not. What subscribing means is that you get access to that creator's videos before the non-subscribers do. So if a new video gets posted up and you're a subscriber, it will post up in your notifications, hey, check this new video out. And it will give you a preview of what's going on, and then you can watch the whole video. That's all subscribe means. It means that you are following the content creator. So no, subscribing is not, you don't pay anything. You're just being loyal to the content creator. It's like followers, okay? on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on your Discord, or other TikTok, whatnot, or other social media accounts where they got follow or whatnot. YouTube's version of follow is subscribe. So the more followers we have, the better our channel grows. So let's remember that. While we are waiting for some more board to come out, let's get our handy dandy manual caller going. And let's review what we need to pass harvest check. Okay? What we do need to review to pass harvest check is a clean kill, a clean shot in the kill zone. Heart, lungs, or liver. Alright? You need to make your first shot count and hit one of that criteria. Heart, lung, or liver. Okay. Correct ammo class. Use the correct weapon and the correct ammo for what you are hunting for. You can check the class of the animal by looking at your codex or zooming in with your binoculars or your sight on your rifle or bow, and it will tell you the class of animal. Okay? The next one is no head shots. You want to keep the integrity of the head, it's called the trophy organ, and so no headshots. And number 4, last but not least, less than 2 shots. You can only have a maximum of 2 shots on an animal to pass the harvest check. If you pass all 4 of those things, you will get your harvest check. Okay, it's raining. I like it when it rains. That means the boar are going to be a little more active. Okay, so we've gotten so far 4 boar, 3 definitely in front of me, and looks like that one I thought I just clipped did go down, so we will have to track him later. Not a problem. We will find him. I was trying to see where he went. Alright. Now, I started a little saying on my last video, because I was talking about my Denver Broncos losing to the Jaguars, and I was talking about Jake Paul losing his fight. Well, my little saying I come up with was take it on the jaw like Jake Paul. I am going to challenge you viewers. Challenge you. I want to see your memes. I want to see your memes in the comments. So show me your memes about taking it on the jaw like Jake Paul, or taking it on the jaw like Jake Paul. I'm not laughing about anybody getting hurt, but he put himself in harm's way. And that's kind of what happens when you call out fighters, act like you're better than they are, and have the skill that you don't have, and want to try to pay these fighters off to make you look good and them take a dive. Well, that's not how that works. You might have done that with Iron Mike Tyson because he was older, he's out of his prime, but this last one made him pay for it. And watching the video, the fear of God was in Jake Paul's eyes. Jones took him to a come to Jesus meeting. So maybe that will teach him to keep and quit calling out these professional fighters. Because he does not have the skill that they have. They've trained all their lives. And I do not imagine that we will be seeing many more. Ooh, look at that. I got a couple of them. I don't imagine we will be seeing too many more of these fighter call outs. Stop for me. Oh man, I think I missed him. I think I did. Let's see. I might not have, but we will see. I think I did miss him. Oh, there's a blood spot right there. I did hit him, so we will see what happens. I might have to go track him too. And he just went over that ridge right there. He's right there. If that's where he went down at, I'll have to find him. It is 0507. And so far we've gotten 3, maybe 5. So we will have to see. This is becoming a productive area. I'm liking this area. And we will go from there. But going back to the Broncos game, the Broncos defense, I love my Broncos. Been a fan of them since the 80s when I was a kid. And unfortunately, their defense got shredded, got sent through the cheese grater, got beat down, and they took it on the jaw like Jake Paul. And talking about Jake Paul and the fear of God, yeah, I saw those close-ups of when he was taking those last few punches before he got knocked out. The fear in his eyes. There was nothing but fear. And I pray for him, but maybe he will stop calling out these real fighters. Because he does not have the skill that they have, nor the training. And every time I see a fight, oh, Jake Paul versus so and so, I'm sitting there thinking, yep, who did he try to pay off this time? Well, apparently this payoff didn't work in his favor because that fighter did not take a dive and he punished Jake Paul, punished him. Now, before I get called out by Jake Paul, I'm going to straight up tell you, you're wasting your time. I am not a professional fighter. And I do not claim to have the skills of a professional fighter. I just call it like I see it, and that's how it is. All right. So now here's my advice, hunters. Let's go back to the advice of the game. 0520 in the morning. I have been in my stand since 0245. If you are going to follow my directions and be a stand hunter, a stationary hunter, stay in your stand. The time for their feed zones, sleep zones, drink zones, set up an area, whatever that time is. You get into it 15 minutes early, up to, and you stay in that stand, your tripod stand or your tree stand, until the very end of their drink zone, feed zone, sleep zone time. Okay? I will not get out of my stand to collect these harvests right now until 0600. And the reason being, if you get down out of your stand and go and I run over here and collect one of these harvests or all these harvests, you're making a ton of noise. And so for whatever boar, deer, whatever you're hunting is on the outside perimeter working their way in, you make all that noise, sound carries, and you're going to scare them off. So stay in your stand, wait till the very end of the time, then collect your harvest. Then collect and go out and track whatever animal you wounded or whatnot. Wait until the end time. You do that as you've seen. In my case, I'm using a bow. I'm getting multiple kills in this area. Not just one, but multiple. And so I'm staying in my stand until 0600. Let's see if it's bright enough for me to use my regular binoculars. It is, and so we're just going to scan the area. It is 0530. So about 30 more minutes of game time. I'm staying in my stand. Looking for these boar. It's coming on daylight. I'm using regular binoculars now instead of my night vision. Zooming in and out. My scent's about to go out, and I really hate to use it this close to the end, but just in case, I'm going to go ahead and spray it just in case something comes in and they want to catch my scent. So go ahead and hide that scent the last little bit. It's 0537. So we got 23 more minutes game time to kind of stay in the stand looking for more boar. Use your binoculars and just scan around looking. All right, let's rehash. It's time to rehash how to pass the harvest check. Number one, what is it? Do you remember? Think about it a second. Take notes. The very first one, and you can look it up online by typing in how to pass the harvest check, the hunter call of the wild. And it will tell you exactly what I'm telling you, what I've read verbatim, word for word. Number one, the correct weapon and ammo class. So make sure your weapon and your ammo is within the class of what you are hunting. In this case, it's a level 5 boar, and my arrows cover recommended classes 2 through 7. So that's a check mark, right? The right ammo that I'm using. Number 2, vital organ hits in the kill zone. The heart, lungs, or liver, just like in real life, you want that quick kill. Now, number 3, trophy organ integrity, meaning no head shots. None. You want to pass the harvest check, no head shots. And last but least, less than 2 shots. So try to get it in 1 shot, 1 kill. If you have to finish it off, only a second shot. Those are the 4 points to pass your harvest check. 0547, we got 13 minutes in game time. All right. Look at that, I got a couple more coming in. They're coming. Slowly. Let's see how close they get. They may stay out of range, and they may come in range. Let's see if we can get him to come closer. He's staying right there. Those two like to stay off in the distance. Yeah, they're staying off in the distance. Tempting me to use my rifle, but I'm not going to. Because I want to keep this area black. Because as soon as I kill in another area, that spot right there, that black area will go away. So I definitely got 3 kills, so I'm going to have to track the other 2 to see if they went down. And we will try to find them. Just got to be patient when you're stand hunting. All right, let's see how we're doing so far on the challenge. We're still at 47%. We haven't collected any harvest during this video. So community, we have to pull together. If we're going to reach that 100% mark, we have to pull together. Pay attention. Get your harvest checks in. And get your contributions to the Hogamany hunt. If you are not passing your harvest checks, go through your checkbox and see what you are missing and what you can do to fix it. Man, he is just way out of my range. They want to stay at the bottom of that hill. They really don't want to come in. Looks like he is. Watching him. I'm not just concentrating on those two. I'm scanning the area for more. They've gotten closer. Not seeing anything just yet. 0607. So I am going to they're going away. That's alright. Let's turn off our handy dandy electronic collar there. Let's turn it off. Bring down our rifle just in case. And let's go collect our harvest. Alright, we know for sure that we've gotten 3. Okay? As you see, it's 0610. It's after time. Alright, confirm the trophy. Oh, whoa, what is that? I missed one on the harvest check. Right ammo, trophy organs, in less than 2 shots, but I missed one. Apparently that was a headshot. So that one did not pass the harvest check. Alright, not good on my part on that one. Where's my other... There's one right there. That one did. If you look where it says silver, trophy rating, and then harvest check. All 4 of those are green. That one passed the harvest check. Alright. So there's one. I know I've got a 3rd one over here. I took down 3. There he is. Right there. Nope. That's blood trail. No, it's right there. Alright, silver, trophy rating, harvest check. All 4 are green. He passed the harvest check on that one too. Alright, now let's go find... see if we can find the ones that we kind of missed. Those are those 2 that were off in the distance. So we definitely got 3. And apparently I missed the other 2. going to say, we're going to double check. It's always good to make sure that you don't have blood trails. I know I got 3 definite. 2 of them did pass the harvest check. And let's see if there's any blood trails over here. Alright, I am not seeing any blood trail. There's an arrow. It won't let me pick my arrow up. Alright, that arrow is busted and it's not going to let me pick it up. So I missed that one. Let's see over here. Is there a blood trail anywhere? Did have one take off in the distance. Hey, look at that. There is a blood trail. Alright, let's go down here and see if we can find him. He might bleed out on me. Back to the blood trail. Alright. Let's go. Never leave an animal untracked. Always try to track them. There he is. He went down. There's number 4. Okay. I missed the kill shot. And it looks like I missed the trophy integrity. Alright, no problem. Went ahead and picked him up. Let's go back and see if there's another. As it said, I had a very old blood trail. So just in case, let's go find it, because it might have been one I missed in a previous outing here. But we're going to see. Back up by this tree. There's my stand. And let's see. All Alright, so we're 2 for 4 out of the kills. Two passed the harvest check, 2 didn't. Alright, there's my broken arrow. And let's see if there is a blood spot. Checking all these little tracks right here. I did see a blood spot that said, oh, it's very old. Making sure that I don't have any more blood spots and leaving a harvest on the ground. Let's double check real quick. I'm not seeing any. But we did get 4 kills in this area, and 2 did pass the harvest check. So with that said, you know this is a semi-productive area. And until next time, this is OG Devil Dog. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Y'all be blessed.